interview date again. So we're grateful that hour, hoping that everything goes smoothly. And we'll get about 30 minutes, 45 maybe with David about his main course starting today, this evening in Stanford. What else do I want to talk to you about? Well, I want to give you a little look at the passing show. So Polly is in a circles joined. Others may, and it'll be out there live or recording, whether we live after I'm done. So it's a little loud in here. We're going to hit the streets, doing a little walk around the neighborhood, and well, we'll see what we see. Right as always, swing the camera. There's folks having their breakfast at Daily Provisions. This is new to us, but New York City knows Daily Provisions pretty well. Finishing up a hot latte, no longer so hot. Returning the dish. And then now. All good. They've taken the orders today. Feel like I'd be missing something. No. All good. Exit full. I can follow instructions. So we started yesterday with a coaching journey. Oops, I want to go this way. And that's going to be interesting, I think. I was very pleased with the first session, hour long. And yeah, I could fill up a lot of time, tell you what, but we kept a good structure. I've got a plan ahead of me and some actions to take, and I need to be accountable to my coach, which I have a hard time being accountable to myself. And that's a lot of information in that. It's a lot of information being picked up by the camera as well as we walk along, more than I can pick up through my eyes and process in my visual cortex. So that's really the aim of what I'm doing here. What we can know. Ian McEwen, author of Atonement. What we can know. I'm curious about that one, actually. A friend of mine gave me Atonement to read, David McCloskey, The Persian. A lot of good novels. Let's go into afterwards. Kramer Books, formerly home of Afterwards, now called All Day. David McCloskey, author of Seventh Floor. Oops. Realistic and authentic depiction of modern day tradecraft you can find in print. One of the very best espionage fiction in print. Rare combination of experience, talent, world-class thriller writer. Okay. David McCloskey. Check him out later. Never Flinch by Stephen King. Shamanda Ngozi, Dream Count. This one looks very interesting too. Immigration, American Dreams, Power of First Love, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. And then What We Can Know, a novel by Ian McEwen. No one surpasses. Psychologically astute. Master clockmaker. Gifted literary. Huh. Let's go around here a little bit. I like to always check out what they have on the shelf of Chabon. They do have Wonder Boys. That's good. Telegraph Avenue, which I own somewhere. The Yiddish Policemen's Union. That's it. Just 3. Okay, I need to get the rest of them out there. I've got Boom Glow. I've got this. I've got that. Fries, of course. Check in here. Gaiman, Gibson. The Peripheral was there. Interesting. Sapiens, a brief history of humankind. Your brain on art. How the arts transform us. It's 107 Days did not sound like as good a book, but we'll take a look here. Be kind, be aware of other people in your environment. Think it was down here. It's up now. When everyone knows that everyone knows, common knowledge of the mysteries of money, power, every life. Bill Gates has reviewed it. Maria Konnikova. I'm friends with her. Author of The Biggest Bluff. I have got to look up Maria Konnikova because I'm pretty sure I'm connected to her. Darren Hatchog, The Future of Truth. Oh my God. I don't think truth is some kind of pole star in the night sky that we will one day get to. It's more like an incessant striving, a movement, an uncertain journey, a seeking a full and futile endeavor. But it is this journey into the unknown, into a vast twilight forest that gives us our lives a meaning and purpose. It is what distinguishes us from the beasts in the field. Truth. Conquest of the Useless. I missed that one. This one, 2024. Wait a second. Translation 2025. It's done originally in German. God had a great mirror, and when God looked in the mirror, he saw truth. One day, God dropped the mirror, and the mirror shattered in 1,000 pieces. Men fought to secure a piece of the mirror for themselves. They all looked into their own shards, saw themselves, and thought they saw the truth. It's a legend. Yeah, that's got to be going on my list. Being Jewish after the destruction of Gaza, Reckoning, Plato and the Tyrant. Yeah, there's some good books here. The Unfinished Story of the World Wide Web. This is another that I need to get a hold of. Tim Berners-Lee. I met him once. I was overawed. Gordon Brown, Michael Bloomberg, Kate Bush, human. Al Gore, Darren Walker. I like Kate Bush saying she's a human. I've got to do that. Wheel around to music. Beatles. Loud and Clear, I was thinking of. What you watch? Psychology of Money. So I'm very lucky to be able to do this work. The Revenge of the Tipping Point by Gladwell. Going Infinite by Michael Lewis. A lot of writers who have gotten a lot out of On Grand Strategy by John Lewis Gaddis. I read that one. Didn't really stick with me. So we've got to learn. And now we do. So that's a little bit of what I'm wearing afterwards. Back on the street, and hear the jackhammering going on down below. We are expecting an overdecking project to take place that's going to transform this area. But I think it's going to take a while. I think things are going to be torn up for a bit. If you come here in 2028, I expect you'll see a lot of transformation. We're going to be tracking and documenting that transportation on the passing show. We're going to be documenting everything as long as I continue to do this and don't suddenly stop doing it, which I might, you know, particularly if something snuffs me along the way. This is one of the dangers we experience in life. So I went out and got my hair cut. I did a little writing, did a little hobnobbing, did a little speaking with different people. I've been kind and considerate to a lot of folks lately. And I think to myself, and I realize the muteness of it all. Anyway, I did a little writing on it. I continue to write. And I'm thinking about it, always thinking, I'm always considering. And I don't really know. This is the mantra. I just know how things seem to me. And my perspectives are limited and distorted by lens of my experience. Everything's colored. And we don't know what we don't know, you know? Paul Cushman III, International Financial Center. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Uh, keep working on it. What time is it? 9:44. The way that the camera works in Substack is kind of interesting. It's like a series of still shots jumping around, sometimes little stretches smooth, but mostly still shots layered on top of each other. It's kind of a pigeon's eye perspective, as I understand it. I'm not sure how they figured out that pigeons process information at a far different rate than we do. But they apparently have read that or heard that on BirdNote when I was listening in on KSKQ radio one time on one of my longer walks. I haven't done a lot of longer walks lately. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not sure that anybody can answer the question why at any satisfactory level. Why not? Shuttle. It's empty. BigBus.com. Bicyclist. It's nice stopping and talking to the dogs. This building formed a scene setting role in The Winter Soldier, one of those Marvel movies. That forms part of the passing show. Primary documentation for historians of the future, perhaps, or perhaps just a little bit of who, what, when, and where, tossed out into a void. It's going to be stored on YouTube as well as in Substack's live videos once I hit post when processed.
be clipped up by AI running in the background. It's a fun medium for me, and it does a little more than what I was doing on Facebook Live years ago. Still got all those recordings somewhere. And, it just goes on. That's what life does. I've got about 40 something percent power, so we can continue as I get back to the bunker. Got to settle in and get ready for the noon Harrowings podcast, which will include a session with David Gantz, hopefully co-hosted by my friend and vocal coach, Sunny Triple. She's so good. She belted out a weight for the ages on Saturday night at the fundraiser for Ron Holloway, saxophonist of some renown who has been going through some health challenges. And we're doing a fundraiser to help offset his medical expenses and his care. And God bless him, That GoFundMe has already raised over $123,000, I think is what I saw last. It's wonderful that the music community can do that for somebody. I think about how many people need it, though, who don't get it and who have not made as much of an impact in some ways because of the paths they chose, which are no less important, right? We're all playing a role. We are all equal nodes on a non-hierarchical network, but some are neglected. Some are forgotten. And I'm doing an experiment of sorts, my own life, doing this passing show with just two of you at the moment. Taffy's Inner Circle joined and Trader Joe's joined. I don't think I've ever seen either one of you before. Maybe I have seen Taffy's Inner Circle. I don't know. But those are interesting monikers. I'm glad to have had the company. Two of us talking with each other, understanding each other, and then have something else between us emerge that would never have emerged otherwise. And when it's there, when it happens, you know it. Can't really put a finger on it, but it's there. What is it? We dare not name it. It's an interesting world we live in. Over here, you can see the construction going on. Ongoing work. Ever ongoing. And the different human beings involved in it in one way or the other, either as members of the passing show or otherwise. Watch it. Pronouns, very handy. When you don't know what to call it, it suffices. For sale. Quite a few places for sale along here. And a place up on the corner as well. Our vehicle is in place. So yeah, all things are working towards the greater good. Our roses are really coming out here. I don't know if some still blooming here. My friend and neighbor Gracie does a lot of trimming and maintaining the grounds, which we're grateful for. It is what it is. People are what they are. We do what we do. Look at that. New growth coming out on the rose. I love that. We're back at the bunker. Gonna wrap it up. Richard Hogan's back. Good to see you out here.